through his intellect and his personality, he not only captured our imaginations and our intellects, but he also captured our hearts.
He was a great guy, just great company. We had a lot of the same interests outside of academia, and he was just somebody you just liked to hang out with.
It was a present from God, you know, to work with Shay.
He was literally the nicest man in the world. There's no doubt about it.
The thing I always remember at Shay is when he first arrived, this massive big grin in his face as he started to say that he wanted to do a PhD. And I was delighted to accept him as a PhD student. And since then, he built an exceptional career in such a short time.
What I found with Shay is he had this remarkable capacity to listen and then to translate what we used to call us noisy historians, and he was the code monkey and we were the noisy historians. And he used to then listen to what it was that we needed, and he would be able to make the technology do what we wanted. We were so privileged when I look back to have had that relationship with him. We do miss him. There won't be a day go by where you don't think about him.
So Beyond 2022 is trying to recreate a destroyed archive. And Shay and myself had this vision to recreate the archive with virtual reality, and people could experience, a whole new generation could experience it in a different way. We can't replace Shay, but we can realise his vision, and it looks like this is going to be the national legacy project from the decade of centenary, so it's incredibly exciting, and we'll make sure it happens.
I remember one time the two of us left our offices side by side at the same time. Both of us looked at each other, and that moment of mischief, it turned into a race. I was running through the halls in this building, which I'm sure isn't approved, and that's the kind of relationship that we had.
Wherever we go, we just always seem to have fun. And I remember, one time arriving in Sofia in Bulgaria and just saying, let's have a wander around. And we turned a corner and there was a little shebeen there serving smithics. It's the sort of thing that happened with Shay all the time. You just found yourself in situations that were just kind of bizarre and fun. And it was always a joy just to be around him, just doing things like that.
Shay did have a love of travel. And as a young postgraduate student, I remember him coming to me saying, well, this conference in Hawaii is really important. And to be fair, he did an excellent paper for the conference, he did an excellent presentation, and then he followed on with a very nice holiday.
I'm actually going to Bhutan next week, and I'll see Everest. I almost want to have that conversation with Shay and tell Shay just how much his passion and zest for life has left its mark on me, but so many others as well. He was a phenomenal educator, a phenomenal researcher, and a phenomenal human being.
He changed my life, and I'm sure not only me, all his students. So yeah, it's 40 years, but 40 years well spent, I would say.
Shay, I think positivity and endurance are the two things we have to take with us as we continue that work.
We shared so many different experiences over the years, highs and lows, and I think that first and foremost I'm going to miss his camaraderie and his friendship.